people. I know DJ me say I run from them culture. But born ghetto youth, always pray to Jaja. Lord have mercy. Said a long time I have praise of Jaja. Man I said a long time I have praise of Jaja. Man I said a long time I have praise of Jaja. Yes I said a long time I have praise of Jaja. Cause in the night man before me go lie down in my bed, me kneel down and pray unto Jaja instead. Me nah go a bury, I go worship not dead. For Jah is for the living, is not for the dead. Said a long time I have praise of Jaja. Come on and said a long time I have praise of Jaja. Now as I live tall heights and to the hills from when cometh thy strength. Thy strength cometh from the Lord God, the Rastafari who made Zion on earth. Seek the Lord God, the Rastafari shall not suffer thy foot to be moved. Be holy that keepeth thine eyes on a Israel shall not slumber. No, be holy that keepeth Israelite shall neither slumber nor sleep. Seek the Lord God, the Rastafari is thy night keeper. Lord God, the Rastafari is thy light and thy salvation. His protection, the sun shall not smite us by day nor the moon by night. See the Lord God, the Rastafari shall preserve our soul. He shall preserve our going out and our coming in from this time now and forevermore. See the Lord God, the Rastafari, name hard word to be praised. So heal him full, heal him dread, heal Abashanai, Abashantiai, Isaac Mabrak, Suku, Kanaka, Kanaka, Nice Lancy, Amla, have mercy. Come on, anyway, me want me hear me do on the church. Me take care, oath and bad would be a curse. Cause oh God, let me say no man can curse. Not to chase up the boy when they drive up the earth. No 6 foot deep underneath the earth. But who said Jaja, let me say the lie, them a tell no. Who said Jaja, let me say the rumor, them a spread. There's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. The conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. The elect of God, ever living God. Earth rightful a ruler. So me can tell you him a any man cooler. God long, me said that long time I have praise up Jaja. Come on and said that long time I have praise up Jaja. Jaja said that long time I have praise up Jaja. Cause in the night man before me go lie down in my bed. Me kneel down and pray unto Jaja instead. Me now go a bury, I go worship no dead. For Jah is for the living, is not for the dead. Said that long time I have praise up Jaja. Come on and said that long time I have praise up Jaja. Cause in the night man before me go jump in on me bed. Me kneel down and pray unto Jaja instead. Me now go a bury, I go worship no dead. For Jah is for the living, is not for the dead. Said that long time I have praise up Jaja. Come on now, who said Jaja, let me set the light, them a tell now. Who said Jaja, let me set the rumor, them a spread. Said the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. The conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. The elect of God, ever living God. Her rightful a ruler. So me can tell you it.
What's up, brothers and sisters? We're back online with another podcast. So let's get into this, people. Today, we're going to be talking about they know how your mind works. That will be the title of the episode anyway. And you should already know that the controllers of this realm know how your mind works. And if you didn't understand about how they know how your mind works, and they can predict how you're going to behave and the things you would like to do, well, this episode will educate you and show you how that's possible. Alright, people, let's get into this. So, straight from the beginning, you need to bear in mind that humans have been here for a long time, and that the wicked man has been here for a long time. And the wicked man has been in control basically from the start. You understand? So you need to bear in mind all the things that the wicked man has done and what he has achieved in his time of reign. Many things, people. The devil is responsible for putting all of his minions in the right places. And he's put his people in those places to keep you under control. And the reason you're under control is because his workers are in control. Everybody's in control, and you fall under the pyramid scheme. And that's why they worship it so much. Because you have the choice to be a part of that scheme or to not be a part of it. Okay? So, when it comes to they know how your mind works, they've been messing with the human body from day one, basically. Now, the wicked man has always been harvesting and living off of the masses, the majority of people, the vampires, because that's why we call them vampires. And that's why some may call them reptilians as well. We're not talking about actual reptiles, we're not talking about lizards and crocodiles and alligators, we're not talking about that stuff. No, the reason why they're called vampires and reptilians is because they live off the blood, they eat the humans. You understand? So you need to understand what's being said when those words are used. Okay? The harvesting and living off of the human. Not just physically, but spiritually as well. That's why they have all those games out there and all those distractions for you to follow and for your energy to be drained. So anyway, back to the point now. The wicked man has been touching up the body for a long time. So what you need to consider is that a long time ago, they would have literally been getting humans, laying them down on beds or whatever they're laying them down on, cutting them open, taking the body parts out, and studying and learning about each body part. All of it, people. They're obsessed with this stuff, you understand? Your cult wants to know all the knowledge and go into all of it. And that's forbidden fruit. God didn't want his people to have all the answers, you understand? It was the fallen angels that come down and gave some of the secrets away. Understand? Like I say, people, you're supposed to be here looking after God's garden. And that's it. All this extra stuff, it's not part of God's plan. So anyway, so they get the bodies, lie them down, pull the body parts out, and they'll be learning about the body parts, the organs, the different types of systems, everything that's inside the body. It's an amazing creation, and it's very complex. And if you understood how the body works, and you understood how amazing it is, it would probably lead you on to finding the Father and being aware of that there is a creator, because this creation and the design is perfect, almost too intelligent. Understand? But these doctors and these people that sign up to work with the wicked, whether they be blind or not blinded, they are brainwashed by the books and the system around them. So even though they're going into this information and coming across this knowledge about the human body, it's hard for them to find God because they are living in a world of science. And the world of science is a world of deception. So I hope you can see that, people. And I hope you can realize that these so-called doctors and these people that go to universities are not smarter than you. In fact, they're probably dumber than you. They're not getting any inspiration from the Most High or any inspiration from wise, intelligent people around them. They're getting their information straight from the devil himself and straight from the devil's system that they want these people to work inside of. And they want these people to work inside of this system with no questions being asked, with no challenge to the system. So that's why the brainwashing goes deep. And that's why you find these people in universities and these places for like 5 or 6 years. For a long time. Because the brainwash and the programming goes deep. And they need to be certain that you are one of their minions and that you know their script and that you know what to say when it's your time to speak up. Understand what I'm saying, people? So you need to bear in mind that they've been putting the body down, pulling parts out, and understanding what the parts do. Not just the organs in the system, but they'll be taking your brain out too, or the victim's brain, whoever it may be that they're chopping these bodies up. They're going to be going into the brain, and if you didn't know already, the brain has certain parts to it, responsible for different functions and controlling different things. Okay. So like I say, people, they've been doing this for a long time. So it's only a matter of time before they come to those answers and are able to understand how these body parts work. And yes, they do. They know how the body part works. They know how the body works itself. But the information is going to be filtered and trickled down throughout the pyramid scheme. And that science world, like I say, it's a world of lies and deception. So you don't necessarily want to be going to learn about these things the way they want you to learn about it. Try and find yourself a source of information which is not coming from the brainwashers. So we're going to move on to the next point now. So where they're aware of these body parts and how the system works and all these type of things, they know what your body calls for. And they also know what your flesh may desire. And they got us all trapped up in these boxes. They got the majority of people trapped up in a box. You understand? Some boxes are bigger than others. But at the end of the day, it's a box. And they know what your body calls for. And they know what your flesh may desire. And when people are trapped in these boxes, they call for that harder and they wish for it harder. It's all part of the spiritual attack. You must understand that, people. But you should always remember that you are free. You are entirely free. Don't worry about money. Money's a man-made construct. Don't worry about time, because time's a man-made construct. You are free. The only thing that you own in this life is your free will and your soul. So if you haven't signed up for an occult, if you haven't signed up for Freemasonry, if you haven't signed up for these secret societies, if you haven't joined the wicked man, then your soul is still saved. And don't be thinking you can beat around the bushes and you can play your tricks. Don't be thinking that you can join these societies, join Freemasonry and just stay in the lower levels and that you'll be alright and God will accept your decisions. No. As soon as you join that fraternity, as soon as you put your name on that paper, as soon as you are accepted into that lodge, God is aware of the decision you made. And you will be held accountable for that. So don't be thinking you're smart and don't be thinking you can play God. Because I'll remind you once again, He is aware of everything. And He is all-powerful. So besides all that, if you haven't joined the wicked man, your soul is free. So always remember that, people. Don't let them tell you that you're trapped and all this and that. Because you're only going to be trapped if you make that your choice. And there's many ways, people. You don't just have to join these satanic fraternal orders to sell your soul. Just by starting a mortgage is selling your soul. Acting out of the ordinary, selling your soul. When your soul is occupied and it's in a place that you shouldn't be or that you don't wish to be, you have sold your soul. Because you're not where you want to be. You're not moving freely. You're not there by choice. You understand, people? So this leads me on to the next point. And the stuff that I'm speaking about right here is some high level spiritual stuff. And you need to understand that you must be living in the spiritual, not the physical, if you want to win this battle over control. Because if you're living in the physical, then you're done already. You're going to be having the mindset of that I'm done. There's nothing that we can do. You got this going on over there. They're doing that over there and this over there. You got all these things going on. If you live in the physical, you're going to be sitting there thinking, there's nothing we can do. We're fucked, basically. And that's not the case, people. That's why you have to have faith. Because if you don't have faith, you have nothing. Understand? You might as well go join the wicked man if you haven't got faith in the Almighty. And like I say, they don't care about you. They might give you some money, or give you a business, or give you something, but they're not going to give you love. And love is the key. I'll remind you that, people. Love is the key. So we're moving on to the next point now. They trained your body from early. From right when you was a little baby. They trained you to feed on sugar and salt. Those two right there, sugar and the salt, the controllers and the wicked man knows that if they can get the right combination between those two things, sometimes they'll chuck a few extra things in there, maybe caffeine or whatever they want to put in there, but mainly your sugar and salt. They can find the right ratio between the two, and it will have you hooked on it. You'll be hooked on it. And this is some more truth right here. You all need to bear in mind that essentially we all have diabetes, but it's up to you how you control that. It's up to you whether you want to go deeper into that world and keep consuming sugary snacks and sugary drinks, because you will be dependent on it. And if you want to keep going further down into that road, and you want to go and ask the doctor and tell the doctors, because the truth is, it doesn't just have to be about diabetes. It could be about many problems, cancer, whatever it may be. 80% of us, 90% of us, the people that's listening to this right now, if you was to walk into a doctor's or a hospital, wherever it may be, a clinic, and you're asking them for help, you say to them, "Doctor, I feel like I may have diabetes, or I feel like I may have cancer." 80% of the time, 90% of the time, they are going to tell you that you have something wrong with you. And they're going to start planning prescriptions, they're going to be planning medication. And at this point, they are basically just planning your path to the grave. You understand, people? So be wise about what you put into your body, because if you continue to keep eating those sugary things, your body's going to get dependent on it. And it depends if you want to remove yourself from that situation or go deeper down that path. So just keep it spiritual, people, and not physical. Always remember that. Think about what you're putting in your body. Honestly, think about it. Don't listen to what it says on the packaging or what it says on the label. Look at that item and use your own discernment and think, is this a good idea putting this in my body? Anyway, back to the sugar and the salt. They trained you up from a long time. They started you on the formula. Got the sugar and the salt in there and all the things that they want to get you ready for. Get your taste buds accustomed. Get your body adapted to it. Have you hooked on it, people? That's no joke. You can see it for yourself. You can see it for yourself. They start you off on the formulas. Then you grow up as a kid. You're drinking their fizzy drinks. It's not going well for you, people. And like I say, you can see it for yourself. Why do you think so many people are consuming so much of the same item? Like your Pepsi and your Coca-Cola, the red can. Why do you see people buying this constantly? People are choosing the red can or the Pepsi, or even these juices, these GMO fake juices that are not juices, we've broken that down. Why are they choosing to buy these drinks over water every time? It's like some people are not even drinking water. Their body is being fueled off these poison drinks. And that's not good, people. All you need is water. Water is the only drink that the body requires. Anything other than that, it's just unnecessary. You're doing it for your taste buds. So be conscious, people. And remember, you don't necessarily have to drink water or bottled water to get your water in. You can get your water in from some other ways, you know. You drink some coconut. There's many ways, people. So be conscious about that. stay conscious, people. Always remain spiritual and keep that connection with God, and understand who you are and understand what your role is and what you are here to do in this dread time. Yes, now people, we're going to be talking about the music and how it's tied into the topic of today. They know how your mind works. So you need to bear in mind, there's a lot of music out there. Music has been played for a long time. All types of genres of music. Very large selection when it comes to the music. Lots of places for you to put your energy into. A lot of them places being deception, black magic, dark spells that these people are casting upon themselves. But it's time for me to come here and reconnect the people with what's good. It's like I say, everyone has the ability to wake up and to see these things. Unless they have had the alteration of mankind, and it becomes a little bit tricky. Anyway, let's get into this, people. The music. So you need to bear in mind that they're taking music left, right and centre. We're talking about the so-called elite. We're talking about the controllers. We're talking about the people that is responsible for what is being played out of your radio. The people who are responsible for the spells hitting your ears and controlling your environment that's around you. So you need to bear in mind that they're taking smaller and older hits and good songs and good music and rebranding it. So they pick up a song that maybe hasn't got as many views, or they pick up a song that was dropped maybe 50 years ago, 60 years ago, 30 years ago, a long time ago. Enough for a few generations to die away and people forget about it. They'll take that successful song, change it about a little bit, do a bit of studio work to it, rebrand it essentially. Then they'll get their puppet or the character they would like to push up and push their agenda with, and bam, rebranded it, give it to the character, and now the puppet is going along with that song, going along with that script, making it seem as if it was their song and they wrote it. But in reality, the puppet master was aware of how successful this song was. They rebranded it and just done the same dumb shit 30 years later. Understand? They're always trying to take the good and turn it bad, turn it something for themselves. Countless of times, these basic, very, very basic signs and symbols have been used for the so-called elite and these occult people, putting bad energy and black magic around these signs and symbols when only they are something basic. You understand, people? Don't let them interfere with your life. No way. They know what good music sounds like. When it comes to the masses and the majority of people, the knowledge, the wisdom, and the culture is being cut off. As these generations die, it meets a full stop, it comes to an end. But these so-called elites and Freemasonry, it's all been written down for a long time. They're connected, they know their history, his story, a man's story. They know their so-called story. Understand? It's all written down, people. And they've been doing the same shit over and over again for a long time. As time goes on, they like to increase the chaos. And that's why we're calling these the end times. And it's not like you're going to wake up one day and the world's just stopped. The reason why it's called the end times and the judgment time, judgment day, it's because it's happening every day, people. The gap is getting squeezed tighter and tighter. People are dying every day. Whether it be from the mark of the beast or whether it be from natural causes. Now you need to make a decision on whether you're going to die righteously or whether you're going to die in your sins. Because if you wake up one day, you're committing some sin in the morning, doesn't matter whether it's a large sin or whether it's a small sin, it's all sin at the end of the day. If you were to die later on that evening, say you got run over, you was in a car accident, then you just died in your sins. And that's your judgment day. You died in your sins. All this stuff was going on around you, and you were still sinning. Time to be righteous. Time to side with the Father. Time to be conscious. No time to waste. Straight on down that path to heaven, people. It's going to be a blessing. It's going to be a blessing to see all the righteous faces there. Because the righteous people that's doing their works in this time right now are going to be the rulers in heaven. They are going to be the shot callers and the decision makers. So you can be up there in heaven with all the righteous people, or you can stay here on earth, burning with all the evil people and suffering forever. So time for you to make a decision. You can't serve God and the devil at the same time. You can't serve two masters. So wake up and stay woke. Anyway, back to the music, people. So they know what good music sounds like, because like I say, they got it all written down in a book. So if something goes well for them, it's written down and they know that they can do that again. So we're going back to how they know how the mind works. Most people in their younger ages, preferably more women and younger girls, like to express themselves. They like to express their voice and sing and express their talent. You understand? People like to express themselves and sing. And that's why they have these wicked puppets, like your so-called Beyonce, a drag man. A drag man, and all the music that the drag man comes out with is studio made. It's not real music, they just give it to him. You think a drag man can sing good? No. Straight actors. And what we just spoke about previously, about the rebranding and all that kind of stuff, yeah, that's what they do with these puppets. There's countless of them. The list goes on. But this one that's draining a lot of energy from the masses right now is this Beyonce drag man. And like I say, these so-called elite, these controllers, they understand that you want to express yourself. So they're going to get these songs where you can sing along to, because they know that you want to sing along. But don't sing along to the black magic, because that's what it is. Spells and language, it's the same thing. They give you a Harry Potter film so that you don't believe in magic, so you think that it doesn't exist. But let me tell you, people, magic is 100% real. 100%. And like I say, we're not talking about a man pulling out a coin behind your ear or flicking some cards around. No, it's deeper than that, people. And you need to go take some time for yourself and really understand what magic is. Anyway, people, back to the point. So don't be singing their black magic. Don't be singing their spells that they want to cast upon you, just coming from a drag man, coming from Satan himself. No. Take some time, brother. Take some time, sister. And go back and find some original music. Find some authentic music that's coming from the righteous, coming from real people, that has no agenda behind it. You understand? And sing along to that music. Sing along to the music that comes straight from God. You understand? And God's people. Hope you understand me when I say so, people. Because in these times, we need that good music to keep us marching on, and to carry us on to our destiny. Understand, people? So find that authentic music and it will bless you the same way. Bless all the people around you as well. Remember, like I say, it all works by spells. So if you're playing some righteous music, you're playing some good music around some other heads, yes, that music will have an effect on them. Even if they're not trying to. You play that music around them, it's going to lift up their vibration. It's inevitable, people. And it goes both ways. You have the righteous music, uplift that vibration, and we have the satanic music, which is going to lower your vibration and potentially allow demonic spirits to come into that place. You understand? It's deep, people, and time for you to really understand what they're doing. Because I've said, episode 2, technology and spirits, the so-called elite, the controllers, they understand that the spiritual realm is there and they are trying to work within that spiritual realm. They're trying to play God in every aspect that they can. Wake up, people. So continuing, they know your reaction and they know the effect it's going to have on you. You've got all these unnatural things out there for you people. Loads of unnatural things. And when it comes to this truth community, a lot of us are on the same page. And what we stand by the fact of you shouldn't be seeing a human or a person like you through the phone. There's nothing natural about that, people. Nothing natural about that. And you got to bear in mind these smartphones and this technology hasn't been around for too long. And you always need to remind these younger generations that are coming into this world of technology, you always need to remind them of what life was like before that. Teach them how to have a conversation, intellectually conversate with each other, not just sitting there completely zombied out scrolling on the phone. Bring the old morals and principles from your ancestors in. When you're eating together, make sure you eat round a table or eat as a community, understand? Share the food properly. Respect how your ancestors lived. Don't just forget about your history and your past and your culture, because that's your roots right there. Your roots is holding you in the ground. You understand, people? Without your roots, you're nothing. You're going to fall over and die. So don't forget about your roots, people. Never forget about that. Always remind the younger generations what life was like. So anyway, going back to what I was saying about the phone. You shouldn't be seeing somebody like you through the phone. There's nothing right about that, people. And you can see in nature, this is not right. You can see simply, all animals, majority of animals will react to themselves in the mirror. And a simple one being that most people have an aquarium in their house. And if you have a fish, for example, that likes to swim in a group, and you put that fish on his own, that fish then sees himself in the reflection of the glass of himself. He's going to get a bit confused. And you'll see that he's going to have a reaction. And he's saying, is that me or is that a friend? He's confused. He's reacting. You understand? That reaction that fish or this animal is having is the same reaction that you will have, that a human will have. You might not see it the same way. You might not be going back and forth, running up and down and going, oh, I can see someone that looks like me. No, you might not be behaving like that. But it's messing with your subconscious mind and even your front conscious. You understand? It's all there fucking with you people. These phones, it's fallen angel technology. You can't get no goodness out of this phone, people. The only goodness you can get out of this phone is combating them. And that's what we're doing, people. Come on this, we use their device and we destroy them with it. And how you think that makes them feel? Oh my. They don't like it, people, and we laugh at them. We laugh at them every time. It's so funny. When it comes to life, there's a saying. Are you laughing or are you crying? Because let me tell you, people, I'm laughing all the way. I'm having a blessed time here, people. And I hope you are too, and I share my love and blessings with you. So I big up all the supporters. God bless you. So like I say, they know the effect it's going to have on you. So just seeing a face or seeing a person like you is going to have a bad enough reaction. Let alone watching porn. They know how you're going to act and the effect that watching porn will have on you. Other things like playing on the phone, like games, playing on a Xbox or a PlayStation games console, they know the effect. It's not just a one-way street. It's not just you get to sit down and play a game. No. It goes way deeper than that, people. They're draining your energy, and that empty space that you now have because you're sitting there, you're on a lower vibration. They can just come straight in and brainwash your brain because you're not conscious. You're being distracted by something else. And that's the truth, people. That is honestly the truth. You can't let these distractions come in between you and nature. Because it'll get to a point where you start becoming a bit disabled, where certain parts and certain connections of nature is not there anymore. And that's their aim. Their aim is to take you away. So bear in mind, watching these things on the screen, the effect that it can have on you. And they are fully aware of that. That's why they put them all out there for you in the first place. They're fully aware of the effect. And they just want to let it play out. Let it affect you. Let it drain your energy. Because that's how Satan and his empire works. It's all about harvesting and draining your energy. And you can always remove yourself from that. Just be conscious and use your discernment. And always bear in mind what's natural. Because I have a saying, and I live by this saying. The more you know about nature is the more you know about life. Okay, people, let's move on to the next point now. They know that the human and all humans have a connection to nature, and they want to pull you away from that and make you do unnatural things. And this ties in with what we just spoke about previously about how playing on the phone, that's just one big thing. But there's many, such as eating the GMO food, consuming their drugs like their alcohol and their cigarette, and potentially even the coffee, because the caffeine, that's their drug again. You got to understand about the caffeine. It's not giving you energy. It's tricking your brain into thinking you've got energy. So you're going to be going into overdrive, people. When your body needs to rest, you're telling your body signal, nah, I don't want to rest. I want to continue going. How do you think that's going to affect your body? It's not good, people. They want to pull you away. They want you eating all this fake stuff. They want you living a fake life. It's all fake. They even want you to put this fake stuff on your face, change your appearance. They want you to be an avatar in the game. You're a Sims character. Yeah? And now they've got the controller with the mark of the beast shot. So it's time for you to wake up, people. Remember, people, God is aware of everything. So he's aware of all these souls. All of the souls that are conscious and all the souls that are not conscious. And you need to also be reminded that the way the Bible and certain religions speak of God, they speak of God as a person who is forgiving and a person who is all-loving and has unconditional love. Okay? That's a false doctrine. You need to understand the Most High, the Almighty Father, God, is very firm when it comes to his spiritual laws and God's laws. So if you take your time, start to show God that you appreciate his creation and that you're trying to get back into nature, yeah? You're going to build that connection with the Father. You will see as time goes on, you will notice that connection. And I'm not going to tell you how that connection goes because that's a personal thing for you and God, you understand? But you need to be conscious that God is aware of everything that's going on. He knows a lot of people is on the broad way. He knows a lot of destruction's going on. You understand? So it's time for you to make it obvious to God and to the Father that you want to side with him and that you enjoy the things he would like you to enjoy. You understand? And live the way God would want you to live. You understand? Because when I come up here and I do this podcast, I speak to you the way God would speak to you. You understand? We keep it straight to the point, people. I'm not going to give you lies and deception. I'm going to give you the truth straight up. And not many people, the majority of people, don't really want to talk about the truth. Because a lot of the time, the truth is some negative stuff. It's some low vibration exposing these people and talking about the things they do. However, the people need to be aware. And once they are aware, it's a blessing, because the truth will set you free. But anyway, people, the truth has to be spoken about. Whether you like it or not, it has to be spoken about. Because if we're going to forward on, then we need to know what we're forwarding onto. The conversations need to be had. Same way the wicked man is conversating with his people, the righteous need to conversate with theirs and do their own work. And that's what we're doing, people. And we're making the place look way better, trust me. Babylon is falling. I like to say, you have the real world here and you have the fake world over here. A lot of people are still trying to live in this fake world. But you need to be conscious and aware that this fake world, is falling and it's on flames. Time for you to walk away and let that place burn down. Remember, everyone, that we all have the ability to hold this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But it's their job to stop that and to completely wash your brain out. And that ties with what we spoke about previously, about how them wanting you to live unnaturally and wanting you to do all these unnatural things. Because when you're making those agreements and you're doing those unnatural things, you'll be under their spell and you'll be living the way they want you to live. Which means the wisdom's not there, and the knowledge is not there, and the understanding's not there. Because you're getting all that rubbish from them. See? It's not your conclusion, it's theirs. So going back to the music now, they have all these apps out there and all these places where people can post their music and put their own music out. And they are the creators of these apps. They own these apps. So whatever goes on that app, they're the first ones to see it. They can hear about this stuff. They can see it. So when someone's putting some music out there, whether it be SoundCloud or all these different apps, there's loads of them. Might be like something I said earlier about how you have a song which is successful, but it doesn't really get the attention. Doesn't really get many people seeing it or listening to it, you understand? So they go take that for their own. They can snatch that bit of music and rebrand it and do whatever they want with it. And how I just said that nobody really knew about it, people wasn't aware of the song, they can easily rebrand it and use it for their own. So just be conscious of that, people. People putting in their hard work, skills and talent, and they're taking it for themselves and rebranding it. So come away from the music with agenda and try to find the authentic music, the original place that it was produced. And you'll be in a safe place then. So you have all these young people being led astray, younger generations. And it's a big thing, people. It's not just a joke. When I say to you, share this information with the people around you, especially your loved ones. I mean it. And if you do that, it'll bring me joy. It'll warm my heart. So these younger people, these younger generations, with no wise people around them, nothing but zombies and brainwashed people around them, they'll go to the wrong place for the answers. And they have a big brainwash going on, how they have all these characters and they sell you this fake life as if you should take your information from them and about how they know everything because they built it all. That's false once again. So like I'm saying, people, these younger people, they're going to Google, they're going to Alexa, they're asking these devices for information. They're asking the gatekeepers for information, which is a straight no-no. You see what I'm saying, people? You're not going to go ask the people who's holding back the information for answers. No, they're the liars. So wake up the younger people. Share this knowledge with them. Share the podcast. Share the link. Wake them up. Give them the wisdom. Give them the knowledge and the understanding. Don't let them follow Satan. And don't let them go straight to hell. Give them a chance, people. You understand? And once they can understand it for themselves and come to their own conclusion, then you know you're alright. Because they'll make their own decisions from that point on. You understand? And they're in your face with it as well, people. You've got these dating apps. And you need to deep that one as well. That goes deep, people, because they're in control of everything. They want to play God. God connects us with all the people in our life. God has connected me with some great people in my life. And I'm thankful for that. I give thanks. But anyway, going back to these apps. So you got these dating apps, and they're in control of these apps. And they want to play God. So that means they are now in control of the relationships coming together and the people coming together. So just think about that for a moment, people. They're choosing the couples to come together. Choosing the couples to come and do sexual things together and whatnot. It's deep, people. And they're in your face with it. What's the photo for the Tinder app? Fire. You got a fire logo. And the name Tinder is what you use to start a fire, like little sticks or a little bit of material to start a fire off. And the fire represents hellfire. So you go on those Tinder apps, it's right there in front of you for you to see. You're going straight into hellfire, my friend. Time for you to wake up and read the signs and symbols. And you also have this other one that's leading the kids straight to hell. It's TikTok. TikTok is a cartoon noise of a clock. Tick-tock. Coming to the end times. Tick-tock. You're playing on your phone, trying to go through all this dumb information, but time's ticking. The judgment day's coming. The end times is here. And you're just sitting there scrolling. You're going straight to hell. They know this, people. That's why they put the signs and symbols right in front of you. Time to wake up now. It takes time for a boy to become a man. But remember, people, they are never too young to understand. Never too young to learn and understand. So don't be afraid bringing this knowledge to younger generations and younger children. Because there's never. They can learn at any time, people. You need to bear in mind what the wicked man's doing. The wicked man is telling these children from the day they're born, essentially. Telling them, you're going to post up as a man and you're going to dance around on the world stage. Even though it's genetically a woman. Or say you genetically have a boy. You're going to pretend to be a woman. You're going to dance around on that stage. You're going to work for Hollywood. You're going to do all this shit. Pre-scripted life, working straight for Satan. You understand? And you got these little kids, young ages, like 5 years of age, throwing up the Baphomet sign. Yeah? You see what I'm saying? The devil and their parents straight in their ears telling them what they're born for and what their purpose is. To work for Satan. So it's time for you to do the opposite and tell your children, the younger generations, that you are a child of God. You are a child of the Most High. This is what's going on. Let me show you how to be safer from those things and how to avoid those things. Yeah? It's time to be conscious, people, and keep that consciousness going. Keep it going, people. Keep the culture going. Yeah? Because that's your roots. Remember that, people. Always time to learn and understand. I remind you, people, that this life is about learning. Learning so you can understand where you want to be on that judgment day. So we've got a couple more points here, and then we're going to wrap it up. It's been a blessing on this episode. It's been a blessing talking to you. And I hope you guys have had a good time listening as well. So one of these final points being, serve God, know yourself. Know your role and know your purpose and why you're here. You're here to serve God and help God out, not yourself. So if you're working a job, you're bringing in some money, you got your house, you got your car, you got whatever, you got all the materials, you got everything you need. Yeah? You think that's for God, or is that for yourself? Is God happy that you have a house? Is God happy that you have a car? Is God happy that you have all these materials? Consider that, people. Or would God rather you go against evil? Because he's aware of everything. I'll keep reminding you that. He's aware of everything. So if you understand all this evil and wicked stuff's going on, yet you continue to do nothing about it, you continue to scroll on your phone, you continue to go to work every day, you continue to work for the wicked man, yeah? God is aware of that. It's all being written down. So make the decision on whether you're serving yourself or are you serving God. Think about the things that you're doing. Every action that you do, every word that comes out of your mouth. Consider, is God going to agree with this? Am I on the same side as God? Am I talking the same way as God right now? Understand that, people. Always understand that. We're not here to support ourselves. We're here to support God as a collective. Understand? And the final point being, be aware of the spiritual laws, people, and God's laws as well. Helping a righteous man will benefit you. Helping a wicked man will do the opposite. It will hold you back. But you think about the people around you. You may have some righteous, good people around you, and you may have some not so righteous people. So don't be thinking, I'm going to put a minimal amount of energy into the people that I don't really like, and I'm going to put more energy into the good people. No. You see those people over there that you don't agree with, and you know they're not so good? Remove yourself from the situation, or try and educate them. You understand? Don't be putting any energy into the wrong places. Not just a little bit. No, remove yourself completely. Don't let them have an effect on your life. If you're walking in the right path and you're on the right direction, don't let somebody steer you off that path. What's the saying now, people? Bad company corrupts good character. And that's the truth once again. So be wise of the brothers and sisters that are around you. And be wise about the energy that you can put into your brothers and sisters and the outcome of it. Okay? Fully conscious people. Strictly consciousness. Nothing but consciousness. So it's been a great podcast once again, people. We've been smashing Babylon down on BitChute. So definitely head over on BitChute and look at the works that we're doing over there. We're leaving all these agents in the wilderness naked. Literally, people. Absolutely destroyed Joe Rogan and Mark Zuckerberg on there. Plenty more puppets are going to get exposed. You understand? But remember, people, this Anchor over here is the main platform. Yeah? This is the main platform. So always remember that, people. And yeah, we're going to be back online soon. Catch me in the next one. Love and respect.